let's make better food choices. Let's eat cleaner. All right. Here we go. Okay. So. Nothing's cleaner than salad, right? So I picked me up some lettuce here, fresh lettuce, to up the food volume at a low fat. I'm not counting the calories, but if it just so happens to fall under my calorie limits for the day, then ain't nothing I can do about that. Ain't nothing I can do about that. But I got me a big bowl here, making me a salad in. And I may be able to eat off of, more than one time. So, what I got here is some Smithfield. It's deli. And it's oven roasted turkey. Now, this turkey here is... you can tell it's not too overly processed. You can feel it. You can actually feel that it's been cut, shaved right off of the breast. So, yeah. Good stuff right here. That's some good turkey right there. Now, I could snack just on that turkey. But I'm going to use all of this for this salad. Because I need all of that protein source in this salad. And don't worry, I got more packs of it. So, I'm going to chop up this purple onion for the salad. That's going to be part of it. And I'll get back with you. Alright, so I got the onion and also the turkey mixed up in there together. So, all that's going into the salad. That's the onion chopped up real fine, along with all of that turkey breast. Fat, and this is rock bottom. Now, I got some other things I want to throw in here as well. I got some of these sliced jalapenos. I like putting these in there because fermented and pickled vegetables are all good for digestion. Plus, a little bit of that jalapeno juice gets in there, that's fine. I mean, you put what you like in it. I got some dill pickle relish to go in there as well. All this is stuff I can use again later in a salad situation. And I see where Thomas DeLauer has been talking about stone grounds and Dijon mustards. Saying specifically these are your best sources. And if you need some kind of salad dressing, you want something natural in there. If you can stand the horseradish flavor, you get benefits from all of that. It is definitely zero fat, very low in the calories compared to the ultra processed mustard. Goodness gracious, this jar here is about had it. I'm gonna have to give me some honey Dijon mustard. Let's see what I got here. I got a little bit of stone ground here left. Stone ground is actually my favorite. But it's gonna add textures and flavor if you can handle it. If you can't, I understand. It won't hurt you to add a little bit of honey mustard in there for sweetness. That won't hurt a thing. And they're all gonna blend together because they're all mustard anyway. All of it 0 fat. And so far throughout my experience in this whole thing, it has served me very well as a salad dressing. And I'm going to eat on some of this now, and I might add some other things to it later, like some tomatoes and different things, you know. But I got me a big bowl and a lid here, and this is a huge volume of food. Got a lot of turkey protein. I could add more to that if I feel like I need more. I bought some boiled eggs here, already boiled, that I can actually chop the egg whites up in here off of the boiled egg. I've been looking into all this stuff. But all of that in there, that's quite good. And there's a whole lot more I could have done to this salad to bulk it up on the protein. I could bulk it up into the carbohydrates. It's simple, and no one can argue and debunk the fact that a salad, depending on what you're putting in there and how you're dressing it up, can be unhealthy. In fact, my salad is a low-fat version of a salad. This one in particular is. I mean, later I could add like some blueberries in here, some pineapple chunks. Pineapple chunks would probably be really good in here, and I probably may do that. If I don't wind up eating all of this. If I do wind up eating all this, I got another bag of lettuce. I got more turkey and sources of lean protein. Alright, so I ate about half of that salad, so I got half left in the bowl. So now I'm out here just doing some walking, because the energy you get off of this lean protein type of diet is crazy energy. Crazy energy, and you got to expel it somewhere. So this is me outside in the heat, expelling it, trying to get in them 10,000 steps. Definitely working on them 10,000 steps, and then we can go beyond that. So I spent like an hour and a half this morning, you know, getting in the first 5,000 steps, you know, with the dumbbells, you know, stretching out in different ways, you know, trying to increase oxygen in the blood, you know, the fat burning process that I told you that Susan Powder talked about. That seems to be working for my leaning out every day. The one thing I have an issues with is the starch. Like the potatoes, that bloats me up. It actually prevents me from eating more often because I'm so bloated up on them frickin' starchy potatoes. So I'm gonna try not eating starchy potatoes today and eating a higher volume of salad. And last week I showed you that that dish I made. I guess it has the heart of palm, you know, which is zero fat in it. You know, it's just basically a vegetable. You know, it's got its own health benefits to it. You can look up heart of palm. No starch in that, you know. So that dish is pretty, you know, on limits to me as far as something I can have. That and salad. That is going to be the way I'm eating over the next 10 days. I will throw some starch in there, but we're going to lean out and see where we land on that scale at the end of this month. To be honest with you, my scale weight is, even though it's down, it's not impressively down overall like you think it would be. It's like I talked about yesterday. I have leaned out over, like my entire body composition has leaned out doing the low protein because it's actually, you know, building muscle, I suppose, you know, because of all the extra that I put in, the extra effort I put in. I feel like I could walk a marathon. Now, I suffer with asthma, but I feel like my lungs have gotten stronger. I can actually tolerate being out in this heat better than I could. I could really tolerate the heat when I was on the sugar diet. You know, I felt cooler for some reason. When you're running off sugar, your body feels cooler, and when you're running off protein, your body feels hotter. So finding that healthy balance between the two can be challenging, to say the least. But yeah, this is day one. That's what food looks like. This is what exercise looks like. Part of my exercise routine looks like for me. But yeah, we're sitting at 7,246. It is 12:07. Let's see how much time I got to walk out here in this heat to hit to that 10,000. So just remember, it's like 7 minutes after noon now. So let's just see how effective these watches are versus time spent walking. I know back in the day, we used to spend at least 30 minutes to an hour walking in the morning and in the evening for weight loss effectiveness back then, and you'd measure that against the clock, and people had measured, you know, distance in time that it usually takes to walk a certain amount of miles or whatever. So basically, using a watch is really no different than analog, at least not too much, especially if you're adding time in there with it. I think the time spent walking is also important. It's also important, and I don't talk about that part or aspect of it enough. The watch is a helpful tool, and it's fun to track with, but yeah, your time spent out walking actually plays a big factor in it too. Calorie expenditure, like you can't really see it, but there's a lot of hills and terrace in this ground. This is not even ground that I'm walking on. So there's a lot of calorie expenditure that goes on just climbing these little small hills and steps that I'm doing right now. So all of that plays an important bit of factor in my entire weight loss protocol, my weight loss journey. I've had great success over the year, and I'm not giving that up. I'm going to let that continue. This is me continuing. Here we go. Alright, so I just completed my 10,000 steps. And as you can see, my heart rate is up to 115. It is 12:33 p.m. Still just afternoon. So in about what? I started at 12:07. In about 3 or 4 minutes, we'll have done a 30-minute walk. I'll make sure I get in the full 30 minutes off of this, and we will see. We will measure it against what it says in the house. I'll go look on the computer and measure it against actual time walked, so you can see that a watch, if used properly, can be a helpful tool in a walking situation. Now, it was no joke to complete this 30-minute walk. It was a lot of physical effort on my part. It is 92-degree weather out here. This is not the optimal time of day to actually even be taking a walk, but 30 minutes is fine. I wouldn't overdo it out here for an hour. I've been known to do hour walks out here. Usually those are saved more for in the evening time. But when I was doing the sugar fasting, I was doing a lot of walking like this on the outside. Since I've been more lean protein based, I've done. It's hot outside in the summertime here in South Carolina. It's some brutal heat. It's really no joke. It's really not nothing to play around with. So in about 2 minutes, I am going to cut that fan on my porch. Well, I guess I'll go cut it on now. I'm sitting at 12:35, and it's going to take me a minute to cool down, so I'm going to wind up with some extra activity standing there cooling down, because when you've been out in heat like this, you don't want to rush straight into the air conditioner. That is for sure. You don't want to stand directly into the fan path and get cooled off too quickly either. I used to work for a plant and an industry. I've told you this in the past, that taught us a lot about, you know, cooling down. And my fan is not working. Wonder what's up with that. Oh, the fact of it not being plugged up might have something to do with it. Gosh, what happened to the daggone plug? Oh man, complications, I tell you. Complications and aggravations. See, now I'm getting in some extra calorie expenditure for sure. Looking for my darn drop cords. For some reason, they have dropped out of existence. So I keep everything hidden down there. But this controls my grill, my fan, my everything. What in the heck is going on here? Something has pulled all of this loose. Not sure what. Oh, I see, said the blind man. So, something, probably one of these animals around here, has completely obliterated my drop cord. I don't know if it still works or not, because one of the prongs is, I think it's the grounding prong that's stuck off in ooh, I tell you, the struggles is real sometimes, folks. Real struggles. How's this for a real-time adventure? Yeah, I think this drop cord might be had it. So we'll cool off the old-fashioned way in the shady area. Whew, Lord. Alright, good thing I got this big shade tree here. We'll stand here. We got no breeze, so yeah, we'll just sit out here and cool off and be still and wait till the heart rate goes down. We still up a bit. I could use a chair over here. That would help. We're getting a little bit of breeze now. Getting a little bit of breeze just to show you. That's the temperature outside. It's 92 degrees Fahrenheit. And subtropical climate like what I live in here in South Carolina is no joke. But as you can see, we're getting a little bit of breeze right now, so that's good. That's good. It's like God is helping me out here. Helping me out here in a big way. Alright, so I'm back in the house now. I've cooled off and my steps, my heart rate is going way down. As you can see, we're resting around 86, and that's still in its full rest. But yeah, it's just 1:03 in the afternoon, so I looked it up, and a 30-minute walk is equivalent to, depending on your pace and everything, and it's right on, spot on with what my watch says, and I'll read it for you right here. And this stuff, you know, has been measured, you know, the distance and how long, and steps have been measured, you know, way before there was an internet that ever existed. So this watch that I've got now is pretty accurate, keeping up with that type of distance, you know. It says a 30-minute walk can result in approximately 3,000 to 4,500 steps according to Health Match. The exact number of steps can vary based on walking pace, individual stride, length, but this range is a good general estimate. So that was pretty spot on for what we did. You know, we did a little over 3,000 in just under that 30 minutes. Whew. And yeah, I'm feeling the benefits of it now. I just want to kick back and relax at the moment. But yeah, that was that worked out pretty good. I was able to show you, you know, it's important, you know, if you're working out in the heat like that, you know, you got to cool off slowly. You can't just go all in the air conditioner. You know, you got to have some good common sense about you, you know. I did have the hose pipe nearby I could have used as well if I felt like I was way too overheated. I could have wet my shirt down, and my hat for that matter. There's a lot of tricks you can do to cool off based on your knowledge. I suggest everybody look into it and read up on it. I'm not the world's best expert on that, but you know, I was the floor lead in an environment, you know, in a warehouse environment where we worked, you know, it was hot constantly throughout the summer, and I was trained, and others were trained, you know, to be first responders, you know, if somebody did fall out from the heat, and what to do to help them cool down. You know, tricks like I said, you know, wetting clothes and sticking them under your armpits and in the back of your neck, you know, to cool down. Just simple little tricks like that. So I'm thankful I got that knowledge, because I've known people that's actually been working outside or exercising outside and wound up, you know, in that general shape for lack of knowledge of not knowing to cool down. You know, wind up heat stroking out, and that's the last thing I want to do. You know, that's not going to get me no results. That's not going to help with my results. But anyway, this is how my day is going. That was what food looked like. I'm still satiated off of eating that big portion of salad, and I've got that for a whole other meal, and I've got the stuff to make more. We'll finish this video up in a little while. I think this is going to be a good, knowledgeable, entertaining, educational video for you coming from Latchkey today. Alright, so for my final meal on the day, I decided to break out the rest of that salad. I add a little more pickles and some tomatoes and different things to it to bulk it up some more. And I also added some, I pan fried up some more lean chicken and some shrimp. Bulked up that protein. I was about over an hour and a half ago. Well, about an hour ago. And I'm stuffed off of all of that. I got some fruit cocktails, you know, that's got some it's got like peaches and pears and different things mixed in little fruit cocktail cups. You know, if I get hungry for anything else today, I'll probably finish my day off with some of those. Nothing too major. I don't think I'll be eating the rest of the day. I got some canned peaches in there. I could eat that, or some fried apples as well. Canned apples, whatever you want to call them. But I'm thinking about that fruit cocktail. I really like those. They pretty darn good when you want something sweet. But right now I don't want anything. Put in a full day. Sitting right at 13,000 steps almost now. See, I'm pretty tired. Getting that workout outside was no joke today. It wound up being like 98 degrees. I let my father come home from his job early today because of the heat. Actually, with the heat index, I think they were saying it was like 108 when you add the heat index to it. So it's like dangerous heat today. But yeah, that's pretty much what a full day of low fat looks like for me. I really enjoyed that chicken and shrimp. I'll have to prepare that for you another time. I got better things I can do with that. Get me some California blend vegetables, you know, some broccoli and carrot and cauliflower next time I cook that up. That shrimp and chicken, oh man, that was a good combination. Man, that was a good combination. I'm glad I got more of that. Hi folks. Listen, this is the slim down period between now and July 31st. So I'm gonna show you what low fat looks like. What low fat can do for you. low fat lean protein. I'm gonna show you what that can do for you by the end of this month. Results are already happening. Alright folks, that's all I got for this one. So until the next one, you folks have a good one.